Hey everybody, it's Glenn, back in this video with Hasbro's Marvel Legends Infinite Series Thanos Build-A-Figure Wave Spider-Woman. Yeah, this ain't no ordinary action figure review, it's an action figure comparison with the Marvel Legends MODOK Series Spider-Woman from 2006. As the two go toe-to-toe and nose-to-nose, it's Toy Biz versus Hasbro. We're going to take a look at the various aspects of each one, comparing sculpt, deco and articulation. Then you guys declare a victor in the comments below. Hasbro's Spider-Woman follows the likes of their Black Cat and Miss Marvel, bringing all the stylized female comic book character curves in all the right places. Then complemented with just enough muscle to make her look like she could just kick your ass. Now, female figures were never Toy Biz's strongest suit, and they're best described by my good friend Craig as being Frankenhookers. Frankenhooker being an 80s horror movie about a guy who creates a woman by stitching together the parts of dead whores. But now to reference a movie that more than one of you have heard of, and if these figures came to life Disney, Pixar, Toy Story style, then I imagine Toy Biz's Spider-Woman would stagger off to go find a baby to eat. I'm going to eat your boy. I think the red of the Toy Biz one might be a bit too light, almost orange, with the deeper red of Hasbro's a better fit for the costume. Under real close inspection though, the deco of Hasbro's does not hold up as well. Increasingly Hasbro have been moulding lower arms and legs out of a different colour plastic than painting them to match the upper arms and legs, and that is portrayed in patches with the base plastic peeking through the paint. Then she has this curious lump on her lower leg that she might want to get her doctor to check out. Now looking at the head sculpts, and again Toy Biz's really doesn't offer much competition, yet fortune shines on this character in wearing a mask, so Toy Biz didn't inflict the horror of the face sculpt that they committed to say Black Cat or Rogue. Now I know it sounds like I'm knocking Toy Biz, but everything I say is with the acknowledgement that Toy Biz innovated, they led, Hasbro followed, with Hasbro having the benefit of learning from Toy Biz's mistakes. Something they both do have in common is big hands. At least the fingers of Hasbro's Spider-Woman are skinny enough to appear feminine, yet looking at Frankenhooker's shovel hands, and it seems instead of the hands of a whore, they've stitched on the hands of a burly bricklayer. The trickiest part with rendering Spider-Woman as a posable action figure is the webbing under her arms. Often it's an intrinsic part of her costume. With it she glides and sometimes straight up flies, you know, like spiders do. And as such it concertinas between where it is attached to the sides of her body and her arms. Toy Biz and Hasbro tackled this entirely differently. With Toy Biz they are a soft rubber attached to the arms and the body of the figure. Being rubber it flexes to allow posability, however as a soft material it is prone to tearing away, so if you buy this loose that is something you might want to be aware of. I admit it's not the most elegant solution and I can see why Hasbro took another route. They have given us interchangeable wing pieces that attach to just the arms, one set for a relaxed vanilla pose with the web wings compressed, then another set with the wings fully extended. They do have some nice webbing sculpt to them that has a lot more grace than the black lines painted onto the Toy Biz wings. Now let's see how the articulation compares. The heads of both are inhibited somewhat by the hair, but they do rotate a little, but the hair of the Toy Biz one is softer and thus more pliable, so looks down more than the Hasbro one, but neither is really able to look up very much. The arms of each move up about the same amount, but with how the wings of the Toy Biz one are attached to her arms then her body, it does prevent a full rotation of the arm. For the elbows, Hasbro's rotates and hinges to a 90-degree angle, meaning she can be posed like a French mime pretending to be stuck behind glass, whereas Toy Biz's has a double-jointed elbow, meaning she can hide her face out of shame by using her giant man hands. Unusually, Toy Biz's has no wrist rotation, whereas Hasbro's does, and they both have a wrist hinge. Toy Biz's has waist rotation, whereas Hasbro's rotation comes via a diaphragm joint. Toy Biz's also has a rotating diaphragm joint, but it lacks the range of articulation forward and back that the Hasbro one has. At the hips, the Toy Biz one legs move out to the side much more. They move forward about the same amount, but neither move that far back. Both have upper leg rotation, double jointed knees. Then Toy Biz's has lower leg rotation, whereas Hasbro's doesn't. Then the feet of both have hinges. Then annoyingly, Toy Biz's has no ankle pivot, whereas Hasbro's has that fantastic ankle rocker. So this is the point where I ask you to declare a victor of the comparison. Yet here, if you're picking Toy Biz, then you're gonna need a ruddy good reason to do so, but let's not be too hard on Toy Biz's effort, as after all they were the innovator. Without them we'd not even have Marvel Legends. So yes, Hasbro are perfecting a formula of late with its Lady Legends, but will it continue with their Hellcat? Stay tuned for that review to find out. Click the video on the right for my previous action figure comparison. I sure would appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.